Alright, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Addy, again, and I hope you guys are doing amazing as always. So as a lot of you may know, I have been going to town on Death Stranding 2 these past couple of weeks, given how important of a game it is to me, right? It's the sequel to my third favorite game ever made. You know, the game that started my journey out with content creation back when it came out in 2019. And this is a sequel that we were looking forward to for the past almost 3 years now. And almost an entire month ago at this point, the game finally came out, as I'm sure you're all aware, given the highlights video that I uploaded of my first day playing through it, as well as the surplus of shorts that I've uploaded on this game to both this channel here and my TikTok, which, by the way, there are still way more of those to come, so stay tuned. They've been doing really well. I really do appreciate the reception on them. I recently hit 100,000 views on one of my TikToks for the very first time, and again, Death Stranding has always been a game, an IP through which we have always hit these amazing milestones on the channels. And it was amazing to see how that remained true even with the shorts, right? First short to ever hit 100,000 was through Death Stranding. But that's neither here nor there. A couple of nights ago, I rolled the credits on stream and finished the main story of Death Stranding 2. So, as usual, this is a video where I'm going to be giving you guys my non-spoiler thoughts in this introductory segment, followed by my live review as soon as I had beaten the game. Now, you may be wondering why this video is over 3 hours long, and that's because the final few chapters in the game were so good that I wanted to dedicate this video not just to my review of Death Stranding 2, but my live reactions to those chapters as well. I truly felt like a kid in a theme park with how exhilarating those segments were in this game, and so I wanted to share those moments with you for my stream, which I've lightly edited to be more easily digestible here. So I'm going to try and keep my non-spoiler review short here. Death Stranding 2 is a masterful follow-up to my third favorite game. It is every bit as amazing as I thought it would be, and there was never any doubt in my mind that Kojima and his team would be able to deliver, pun not intended, something that not only honored the spirit of their first game, but iterated on it in so many ways that made for the best kind of sequel there is. The one where you feel like you're playing that first game you knew and loved, simply dialed up to 11. In Death Stranding 2, you continue Norman Reedus, Sam Bridges' journey of connecting the world during the post-apocalypse, where the Earth has been ravaged by the spirits of the deceased, forcing a necessity for porters who navigate the deadly surface world and deliver supplies between human preppers who take shelter underground. This time, Sam's journey takes you from North America to Australia, offering you new vistas, biomes, and gameplay opportunities that take everything to the next level. Everything in this game retains the aspects you loved about the first one, you know, the mind-bending, Kojima-fied world, the quirky, Kojima-fied cast of characters with emotionally compelling stories, and all the cool gadgets and gizmos that would assist you during both your deliveries and fights against the living and dead, and builds upon all of that in a very ambitious manner. And that absolutely works to its benefit. I loved everything here, and much like the first game, I got misty-eyed at the end with how beautifully everything was wrapped up with Sam's journey. Now, you might have noticed that the second game was released to glowing reviews, much like this one, which contrasted what the first game was like at launch, since it was a lot more divisive due to its highly offbeat nature. A lot of folks understandably didn't want to play a game where the core loop is based on delivering packages, in spite of there still being a solid amount of action elements in that game. Now, the reason why those same people came back and enjoyed Death Stranding 2, I think, is because this game ramps up that action and introduces you to it a lot faster. In fact, its action is very reminiscent of the Metal Gear series of games by Kojima from his time with Konami. If you enjoyed those games and their action espionage gameplay, you'll find that this game comes across very strongly as a spiritual successor to all of that. So, with that being said, if you liked the first game, you will love this one. If you disliked the first game, I think you might actually like this one. And if you couldn't get into the first game at all, you might not with this one. That's just the way it works. But I do want to say that in that scenario, if you find that the positive reception or funny, interesting, exciting snippets you've seen from this game, of which there are many, has you moderately interested, then I think you'll eventually click with this game, and by extension, the first one that might have put you off to begin with. In my opinion, if you're in this boat, it is absolutely worth working through the first one to get into the second game because trust me, if not for the gameplay, you're going to want to get in on this property for the story alone. When people talk about how there is nothing else quite like a Kojima game and how this man makes some of the most unique experiences with the most creative perspective and imagination, they aren't exactly overstating things. The whole Kojima is a genius thing may come across as, oh, hyperbolic, but there are so many parts in these two games that just have me going, you know what, I normally don't like to hype people up to that degree, but seriously, these games just make you feel that as you play, that Kojima is on another level. Kojima always wanted to be a film director, and from everything of his that I have seen and played, this game boasts his directorial capabilities best, with beautiful cinematics, blended in so seamlessly with pure gameplay, all powered by the Decima engine, which makes her one of the greatest looking and performing games that I have ever had the pleasure of experiencing. It blew my mind what this game was able to accomplish on a base PlayStation 5, and in a way, this truly felt like my first PS5 game, if that makes sense. And, without giving anything away, I'd also like to say that the messaging in this game is just as good, if not more poignant than in the first one. Death Stranding 1 was about the importance of forging human connections, and this game is about what defines a human connection per se, and why you must protect that at all costs. And I walked away loving that. So, notwithstanding of the fact that I'm a big old fanboy of this series, this is a 10 out of 10 experience from where I'm sitting. In my heart, the first game was a 10, but I more critically gave it a 9 since, I could recognize it had flaws with some of its menus and interface design aspects. It was needlessly complicated trying to do some of the most basic things in that game. This game does not have that problem. It patches all of that up, streamlines things that bogged the first experience down, and makes an effort to be as accessible as possible to as many people as it can, whilst embracing what made it so unique and special in the first place. Notwithstanding of what's popular and what sells. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Get this game if you have a PS5. Wait for it on PC if you don't. And get the first game now if you haven't already. I believe it was 60% off on Steam the last time I checked, and I really hope that's still the case. That is a hell of a deal for how much you get, especially considering that that's the director's cut version, which adds a ton of bonus content to the base Death Stranding 1. In the end, guys, I just couldn't be happier, and I hope to see something that marks a return in this beautiful franchise someday, be it a Death Stranding 3 or who knows what. Just as long as Kojima's involved, man knows how to tell a damn good story with gameplay behind it that dares to do something unique. I know there's the A24 movie coming out, which I am so excited for, but who else knows what the future holds, right? We're just gonna have to see. But until then, please enjoy my gameplay experience with the final moments of Death Stranding 2, as well as my review as I roll the credits of the game, all coming up now in this video. And if you're wondering where you can catch the entirety of my playthrough with all VODs uploaded in high quality, that would be my second YouTube channel, Irritable Archives, linked in the description below. I'd also like to let you all know that I'll be returning over on my Twitch channel soon, which is also linked below, to finish all side deliveries and platinum this game live, because we still have a lot of work to do in this game, and you betcha I intend on seeing all of it through. So I'm going to catch you guys on the flip-flop for all of that. Thank you all so much for all of your support. Seriously. Not just on this series, but over the past 6 years of me making content in general. Like I said, it started with Death Stranding 1, a game about making connections, and just like in the game, I feel like we've done just that ourselves, and I wouldn't take any of the connections we've forged for granted. So, keep on keeping on, everybody, and please enjoy the gameplay and my live review now.
By the way, I get the feeling there may be a long cutscene in the near future. You ready for that? Are you sure?
You gotta love Kojima games and all the meta stuff and the fourth wall breaking stuff. It's amazing. And another reason why this game taps so heavily into Metal Gear DNA, right? That series just had such a crazy propensity for the characters at every second of every moment to say things like, press the crouch button to stand up. Throwing around a lot of like video game jargon. It's just the most wholesome energy. I love it. Okay, let's go. Time for a feature-length film? Question mark? I don't know. It's probably not going to beat Kojima's 20-minute record with MGS4's final cutscene. But he did say it'll be a long one, and I'm okay with that because this game is Kino. Now's a good time to say goodnight before the long cutscene starts, and I won't want to interrupt. Have a damn good night, Seb. Thanks for dropping in, man. As always. The president.
Glad you could make it, Sam. We wanted to thank you for everything you've done. And what better time than now, after you connected the entirety of Australia and bridged the gap between
He's gonna betray us.
By extending the proverbial rope, which is the chiral network, to another landmass, we have united them in the Chiroverse. A world divided, made whole, with a few sticks for encouragement. Empowering Higgs was a necessary step. It was we, you see, who built his ghost mech army for him.
What?
To use as he deemed fit.
I knew it. Piece of shit.
What the hell are you talking about?
An existential threat was required to prompt you to seek strength through mutual connections. It was also necessary for APAC to equip you with sticks of your own. After all, we are incapable of murder.
What?
Who's Wayne? Wait. Don't tell me.
Oh, he's on the beach?
You're not human, are you?
What the fuck is going on? Ugh.
Higgs served as a complement to an all-encompassing algorithm. However, this world no longer has need of sticks. Henceforth, we will search for additional plate gates, then extend our reach to new continents.
Oh, yeah? What then?
With the support of the chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around, and free from the need for porters.
Okay.
Bots are capable of handling delivery.
Get how the game is honing in now
By
on.
eliminating the risk of running into BTs during travel,
Should we have connected?
you will have finally overcome the Death Stranding. This
Through
is
isolation.
the zero void out policy. To understand how we reached this solution, we must first explain the true nature of the Death Stranding, as determined by APAS. Well, Sam, shall we tell you?
Of course. Fuck yeah, dude.
As a result of connecting the continents, we recovered a massive amount of data on the Death Stranding. We learned it was simply a phenomenon which facilitated extinction events. Until that is, extinction entities appeared who elected to alter the natural order.
Amelie.
The Death Stranding became a system that would spur life forms to develop connections with one another. Evolutionary stagnation begets extinction. But in the aftermath, new species will invariably emerge and form communities. Like when aquatic creatures moved onto the land and their descendants migrated across it, changing all the while. Oh. Extinct species give way to evolved ones. The dead step aside so that life can go on. And travel and migration is the driving force behind it all. It was from this cycle that humanity was eventually born. And now humanity has been prompted to move on, so new species can inherit the planet.
So what? Hey, past the simulation is saying we're gonna go extinct? Is that it?
Oh, no. No, not at all. We have calculated an ideal strategy. The Chiroverse will allow us to prevent all forms of travel. We intend to use it to manage and control that aspect of your existence.
And APAS is gonna take over and tell humans what to do.
No, you misunderstand me. We are not APAS. APAS is simply a system, a tool with which we devised our optimal solution.
What are you?
Ugh. What the fuck? The Elder!
Hello there, Sam.
What the fuck?
Surprised to see me, son?
Yes? The NPC from the first game,
In answer to your question,
our old buddy.
we began after you completed the North American network.
The fuck is happening?
Massive void out in UCA territory.
Made the Elder a main
The
character?
past data center happened to be within the affected area. I was too. I'd given up my shelter and moved to start a new life there. Between residents and staff, a total of 4,000 people were caught in the blast. There was no escape for them. Or me.
And yet our connection was not severed.
Is the Elder the whole time? Like, what the fuck? God, that's right, all the servers on the beach.
In that instant,
We're playing, holy shit.
souls of those humans and the APAS servers found themselves stranded on the same beach. They realized, been subject to a convergence.
A convergence?
Indeed. 4,000 human souls. And APAS merged into an altogether new entity. Singular and indivisible. You could call this multitude the company which APAS keeps.
So it's like human souls bonded with machines.
By utilizing our servers on the beach, we can remain connected to this world. In this way, we can oversee and restrict your activities to ensure another void out never occurs. It may please you to hear that Drawbridge's efforts have guaranteed the emergence of a new plate gate, one through which we will extend our reach to the next continent. Once it has been integrated into the network, another will form. And by perpetuating this global domino effect, we will bridge the gaps between every remaining landmass until all of the planet's scattered continents are joined, just as they were in the beginning. A single, united whole, over which we will be able to preside.
What the hell is going on, man? My brain is just all over the place.
We are capable not only of managing your movements, but every aspect of your existence. APAS is also connected to the gazers, and knows where they are at all times. By using this connection, we can exert control over each and every one of them. With both gazers and humans under our constant supervision, we can eliminate the risk of void outs. We will save you by putting an end to travel and physical interaction. In the absence of this stimulus, your species will stagnate.
But isn't it just a shortcut to extinction?
Not at all. Only humanity's evolution as a species will cease. We will leave your mortal flesh behind and transition to an eternal existence within the expanse of the Chiron.
I don't like that. They basically want to prevent humans from touching grass. And they want their souls to be merged with these servers on a beach. Yeah, giving big Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg, don't play this game and take no ideas.
So we'll live forever as a bunch of dead people.
You will be neither alive nor dead, but endure as a soul.
What's gonna happen to this world?
We will continue to keep watch over all remaining life on Earth until the end of time. As caretakers, we will regulate the activity of other species to ensure that none claim your mantle of apex predator. Humanity will be free to thrive in perpetuity, having evolved into a form that allows you to escape extinction, as is your desire.
No! I'm not about to let that happen.
Oh my god, wait, what the fuck is happening? Say it ain't so. BB's theme. What is happening right now?
See the sunset.
What the fuck is going on?
The day is ending.
What am I looking at?
Daddy on now.
Die Charlie, are you okay?
There's no pretending.
That's what Cliff used to do. What the fuck is happening? Kojima, you got some explaining to do right now.
I will hold you and protect
Certified fucking Lucio Jam.
so let love warm you.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in the best way possible.
The morning.
I fucking knew it! Let's go! It was Die Hardman all along.
God.
He called it! He was with us all along, baby. Best character. What a fucking entrance. He was tardy to the party, but at the party nonetheless.
With you
Holy shit.
by your side,
Looking good in PS5 quality, man.
tired eyes, I'll wait.
This is the coolest character return ever.
Soon I'll see your smile in our dreams.
Dude, and Tommy Earl Jenkins probably has so much fun with this. This dude is a gem of a human. He's probably had so much fun doing this whole part. I love the actor who plays him. I love the character.
Who is pulling your strings?
He's back, man. Let's go.
No one's puppets.
He really is
Least of all
back.
yours. You have no power over us.
Where are you? Since you certainly aren't on our beach.
Me? I'm right here.
He was a stowaway all along. He called it. He was in the storage room, wasn't he? Let's go. He's back.
It's me, Sam. Alive and kicking. I'm not called Die Hardman for nothing.
Dude, hug him, Sam. He's our BFF. At least he's mine. I love this character so much, dude. Hey, episode 30 is literally called Die Hard. He's our unk. He's basically our unk. The cool unk. The cool uncle.
I take it not even APAS was aware that I've been posing as Charlie this whole time.
Holy shit.
It's funny, don't you think? The fact is, APAS has never had complete access to Drawbridge's data. Our new Cupid design allows us to restrict connection and limit the flow of information. I oversaw the creation of the Drawbridge prototype during my time as director of bridges. And that's when I contacted my old friend, Tarman. And together, we worked to convert this deep tar hunting vessel into a mobile base of operations. Now, I dare say there are some among you who already deduced the name's double meaning. That's right.
He's like,
The DHV Magellan.
what's all the fourth wall breaking? I love it.
Spell it out. Die Hardman's vessel.
Yeah. Peak fiction, baby.
You can't possibly be serious.
Unlike received.
It came to my attention that APAS 4000 was seeking to commission Lochna to design a new type of Cupid. Specifically, it wanted her to deliver a model which could one day be used to control all of mankind. Since the technology makes use of human beaches, the human element was essential to the process. Lochner refused at first, so I contacted her and convinced her to take on the job. At least that's how it looked to everyone else.
Is she gonna be back too?
The purpose
I love her
of this
character.
Cupid was not just to facilitate connections, but to sever them. Namely, the ones between our systems and the dead.
Thanks, Hartman.
And without their influence, APAS will go back to being a tool.
Do this, and you will never escape the death stranding.
To forsake our flesh and our freedom is out of the question.
I like how we're getting likes from everyone. This is amazing.
We'll seek out others who value them as we do. Build communities, raise children, live, and love.
I don't know what to say, man. This is the coolest thing ever. This is peak fiction.
We would rather strive to achieve the impossible while remaining true to ourselves. To struggle on against the odds in search of new lands and new worlds.
I was gonna be like, in search of tomorrow. Wouldn't put it past them.
You can't.
Can't we? The chiral network enables us to travel like never before.
Such grass.
So, humanity will continue to make use of APAS and embrace the true potential of the chiral network. No one wants to go back to the dark days that followed the death stranding.
It's true, what you said about travel. There are people with dunes who can use the beach to jump just about anywhere.
The physical sensation of movement is something we all crave. That unity of body and soul.
Let's go.
Dunes may still wind up being an evolutionary dead end. But even in that possibility, I see hope.
This is amazing. I love this so
Now
much.
I am going to activate the Cupid we used to connect the continents.
Let's go, man. You sabotaged the plan all along so you could truly connect everyone, not isolate everyone. Holy. Die, Hartman, you G.
To build a bridge to the future we want to see. To choose our own path forward.
Get yeeted and deleted.
Until moments ago, each of you was trapped in an elaborate illusion created by the President.
Yeah, we were. What took you so long? Our former president has been hiding on board from the start, in what I call the Shadow Cabinet.
Knew it.
You knew about this?
APAS has been monitoring us for some time. I believe the deception was necessary to avoid discovery. But I'm sorry for keeping you all in the dark. I needed to make sure Drawbridge successfully connected the continents without raising suspicion or attracting APAS's attention. This was the best idea I could come up with. To put away my body for a while. Stop being Die Hardman. Become a ghost.
Oh, no shot.
I'm Charlie.
He put the mask on Charlie. That's awesome.
What are you doing?
Die Hardman's come a long way. I'm so glad he got all these W's. Okay.
Damn man, stop! Get back, you fools! That's not me!
Uh-oh. There's gotta be Higgs. Zalman wasn't kidding when he was like, this is a long cutscene. I love it, though. This is peak right here. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Literally, that's what I said.
Higgs.
Broadcasting live from the beach.
Became a beach streamer.
As it ever was. I've been puppeteering this whole thing the whole time. Yeah. All to pay back dear old Amelie for what she did to me.
Now we just have to meet Amelie again.
About Amelie?
Yeah. See, I'm gonna crack open that beach she sealed away and kick off the last Stranding.
Yeah.
The perfect ending humanity deserves. Man, the sweetest revenge I could hope for to take out on that old bitch. And oh, yo. Good to see you again, by the way.
What makes you think you can pull it off?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked. You see, during my lengthy imprisonment, I had time to figure it out. All I needed was a catalyst with a connection to Amelie, and I could break through to her beach.
That connection is long gone.
Oh, Sam. Sweetheart, I'm not talking about you.
I love Higgs. Tomorrow?
This is the catalyst that I've been searching for.
Shit, that's why he was...
Brand new
So his connection.
extinction entity.
So tomorrow.
Still in the dark, huh? Your genes lined up beautifully.
We call that... It was knew it. There's no way no one is gonna call this.
She's your daughter.
There we go.
What?
That's Lou. Holy fuck, I got chills, man. I've always known, but I mean, shit. Wait, but he said his genes. So wait, tomorrow's the, like, Lucy's daughter?
Want to come after us, be my guest. We'll be waiting on the beach.
Like, that's Sam's biological daughter. What the fuck? I have so many questions. What the hell is going on? Wait, so...
Are we sure that tomorrow is okay?
Hartman is searching for her.
That chrysalis that formed
Holy
should
shit.
be enough to keep her safe in even the harshest conditions. Pure cryptobiosis. She'll be right, Rainey.
Sam. There's no mistake. Your genetic profiles are a match. Tomorrow really is your daughter.
I'm sorry, but what in the world is going on?
Yeah.
Nothing that makes
Thank
any
you.
sense.
Actually, it's not impossible. As a member of Bridges with Dooms, you were obligated to provide sperm samples.
Which means tomorrow could be Sam's child, conceived via artificial insemination.
If what you say is true,
What?
Higgs may well be able to trigger the last Stranding.
We have to get tomorrow back. Which means we need to go to the beach where Higgs went.
And how are we supposed to do that?
Oh, I have so many questions.
She can't. She was diagnosed with jump shock. I know you haven't forgotten.
Nevertheless, what other choice do we have?
I've got to at least try.
Fragile.
But no likes received. Oof.
We're taking the ship to the beach.
Jeez.
With the combined support of every single Doom sufferer here, it's possible Fragile might be able to jump us where we need to go.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, we need you for this one, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Wherever Higgs went, I can't follow.
He must have been operating out of his own beach, using his car to assume control of vessels in our world, in the same manner that I have.
But I know exactly where his beach is. I mapped it already, and there was nobody there. I checked. So how do we find the right beach?
No. Doesn't matter where Higgs is. All we have to do is connect to the Dreamcatcher and the Kipu.
Oh, we bring him out the Dreamcatcher?
Amelie. Higgs was wearing her Kipu, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
If we have
was.
something connected to her, we could follow the Kipu and Higgs. Tarman, can you take us to Sam's shelter?
Going full circle. We're going back to Mexico.
I'll prepare the ship. Sit tight in your quarters.
Holy crap, dude. What a fucking cutscene. Is this the last chapter? Last Stranding? That's a lot right there. Holy shit. This game is the game that keeps giving, man.
Could we have arrived already?
I don't think we even moved. Dollman is so adorable.
No, something's wrong. A problem with the Magellan, perhaps?
Sam, this is Tarman. We've been monitoring the state of the tar currents, but they're showing no sign of calming down. The Mexican side is especially bad at the moment, and that instability seems to be having an effect on Australia as well. I'm afraid it's much too dangerous to try moving the DHV Magellan. Time is of the essence, however, and we can ill afford to wait until the currents are calm enough for us to travel.
Oh my god, did I literally have to go all the way back to the plate gate on foot?
So, we're going to need you to go on ahead with
Yep.
back to Mexico. We have no idea what's waiting for you there, but we've modified Higgs's guitar for use. If that's any consolation.
We can actually use the guitar!
Practice with it on the ship's range if you like.
What the fuck?
Until it packs a punch. Just remember to take it with you when you go. You can even bring it to the beach, on account of its rather unique properties. We'll keep you apprised on the tar current situation as soon as we can. We're rooting for you, Sam.
Oh, I'm rooting for me. We can use the guitar? Holy shit. There is so much to unpack there. We can use the guitar. Samara's apparently Sam's daughter, like biological daughter. Freaking Die Hardman's back. You had a crazy dance number based on BB's theme / Sam's theme that Cliff would sing to him. Turns out there are a bunch of servers on the beach, and the servers are combined with the souls of the dead, and they're trying to like isolate everybody. What the fuck? There's so much going on, man. Oh, this game. I fucking love this game. Battle guitar. All right. Time to vibe. Holy shit, that's awesome. And there's like a semi-auto on this too? Or burst fire, I mean? Holy shit. Feel the goddamn music. No, literally feel it. Here's some melees too. Holy shit. This, my friends, might actually be Porter's best friend. That's cool as shit. Oh my god. I was like hoping to be able to use this guitar. I don't think we'd be able to use it though. But the fact that you do get to use it, oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. All right, peak incoming, guys. We've been waiting for this moment. This is where it plays. Oh, this is such a perfect place for it. We're going back home, and it plays here. This is where To the Wilder plays.
All the words that I won't get to say things that time steals and turns to pain.
This is the main theme of the game to me.
If it's not love to let you leave again, I don't know what is. But if you doubt and question what the future holds, remember there's no place you can't go home.
God, I love this song so much.
To all the roads that we are yet to play.
There's a version with Elle Fanning singing it too. It's amazing.
Entertains and slays. Now if my love for you won't make you stay, I don't know what will. You will never leave a trace where you walk. If the only path you take's the one you're told, so walk away, I'll find you. So far away, I'll lead you to the
I can't believe how good this game is, dude.
Part of us that still remains untamed. We must be more than animals in chains. It's a poison that kills. Would you let the wind tell you where to go? If you can brave fate and prove it wrong, so walk away, I'll find you. So far away, I'll lead you to the wonder, to the wonder, to the wonder, to the wilder, to the wilder, to the wilder, yeah.
It's literally so fucking perfect, man. I cannot believe it. This song really gets me in the feels. And it's probably because I used the non-vocals version for my little Death Stranding journey video at the beginning of this playthrough. From the very beginning of our streaming journey, man. 6 long years and we made it. I love this song, man. Yeah, it's peak. They couldn't have chosen a better time to play it in the game. When we're headed home. This is... Dude, I was getting a little misty-eyed there, I'm not gonna lie. I hereby declare that this is the anthem of our channel, To the Wilder by Woodkid. It's about all the connections we made along the way, all the memories we made along the way on this journey. As the official anthem of the Irritable Indian Twitch channel. What a fucking video game. I see the plate gate in the distance. What a view. We're almost there. Uh-oh. Of course I had to jinx it. Who the hell are these guys now? What am I looking at? Oh my god! It's a bird! It's 2 birds! It's like a phoenix. The gunky tar BT phoenix. A Phoenix rising from the tar. Yeah, I don't think I want to be around. I'm good, homies. Yep, bye-bye. Oh, another song by the Silent Poets again. I love them. Oh, what's this? Who's eating cells? It just keeps growing on Solidary, and of course, to grow up strong and healthy. We found happiness, and we aren't going to let anyone take it from us. Bill and me will be happy here. Finally found the perfect place, far from the UCA, near the Mexican border, and outside the chiral network. No one will find us here. Lou and I will be able to live in peace at last. Oh, no. Why do you have to do this to me, game? My heart. It's showing messages left behind by Sam here. The spamming with likes. So that's crazy. Tomorrow was Lou all along. But no, but if she's Sam's biological child, that means she can't be the Lou that we know. She's like the original Lou? This is crazy. Okay, nice. You have to listen to this for longer. The beat drops are always so amazing. We're gonna walk it so we can listen to this song. To make this more epic. The percussion is always so good in Silent Poets music. Okay, I gave it a good little bit there. And always listen to it again in the music player. That sounded like it was going to be an awesome song. Or it already kind of was. Okay. Been a minute. We're back. Damn. Timefall's going crazy here.
Sam, we've got some updates on the disturbances in the tar currents. The point of greatest instability appears to be not too far from the site you linked up at the very beginning of your journey.
There you go, Tarman coming in with the tar current problems. As always.
Vicinity of Ciudad Nudo del Norte.
Ciudad Nudo!
Corallium levels are well outside the normal range.
Full circle.
And I'm willing to bet there's something of interest to be found there.
You guys remember Ciudad Nudo? Oh, how young and innocent we were. It feels like it was a while ago, man. Yeah, almost exactly 1 month ago. It feels like eons ago that we were doing that first stream.
For instance, we've also received reports of a giant shadow. I've marked the location on your map.
Giant shadow.
Proceed there as soon as you can. And Sam, be advised that the anomaly is growing larger. Left unchecked, it's unclear what wider impact this might have.
What the heck?
We also won't be able to travel to the beach until the issue is resolved. You're the only one we can turn to. Get moving and sort this out.
Dang, and that's got to be like the boss, whatever that is. Loror again. Beautiful, man. In this pivotal moment when we finally return, it brings them back once again. We've come pretty far. Whee! Whoa! You can slip and slide so far in this game. I never even tried this, but this is awesome. Look at this. Whee! Whoa! I can't believe I never tried this shit. This might be my new favorite way of going downhill. And yes, I know the floating carriers exist. Yes, I know the coffin exists, but nothing beats doing it the old-fashioned way. The way our grandparents did it on the way to school. Oh my god. Holy shit! What the hell am I looking at? What in the Lovecraft? Am I playing Bloodborne? If so, you'll hear no complaints from me. Shit.
This thing must be the cause of the recent disruption to the tar currents. Look at the size of it. I hope you're ready for this, Sam.
Holy moly. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, we're gonna shred right off the bat. Take this, bitch! Hope you like music. He doesn't really care about music. I got grabbed! Oh my god, he's gonna eat me! And that's just that. Well, game is giving arachnophobes yet another reason to dread spiders with a capital D. Good thing I'm not afraid of spiders. Fuck this thing, he's going down. It's a crab? Oh, I knew that. Good thing I don't have crabophobia. I do have crapophobia though. I'm afraid of crap. So let's not be too crap at this attempt. God help! I need help! I need aim labs. Not even aim labs can save me actually. Hey, wait, are we done? I just saw Clone Sam celebrating.
Got backup. Lucky us.
What the hell's going on? What? What's this music? It's like a Cuphead boss fight all of a sudden. Kojima said, fuck it. We're going 50s with this. Just gonna have fun. Why is he fighting little BTs? Why do I now feel like this is a Godzilla situation? He's approaching some buildings. I don't like that. Crabzilla. Yeah, like the cats are helping us. They're beaming him down. I think they're friendly. Holy shit. What the hell are they, like maybe panthers instead of, I don't know, normal cats? Therefore it's playing some Pink Panther ass music. Well, they're not exactly pink. Now the music's back to normal. Alright, there's an encore here. Worry not. And here it is. Here mother flippin' is. Yeah, and we got the 50s music back. Let's finish this cat. Help me out here. Help me hit him with the good stuff. The good tunes. Get shredded. Yeah. Ended him in style. I'm so glad we got to use the freaking guitar to end that boss fight. GG's. That was super fun. Down you go, you piece of crab. Give me all them crystal boogies. Money.
Excellent work, Sam. Honestly, to take down such a massive monstrosity is an incredible feat.
Look at all these donations after my stunning performance. I was a struggling artist before, but look, I'm rolling in the millions now.
We don't have time to waste.
And that allows me to continue my guitar shredding. Well, literally, I need money to shred in this game.
Brilliant work, Sam. On a different subject, about APAS 4000, we used the drawbridge Cupid and had a go at digging through the relevant records. Our search yielded an explanation as to how they managed to construct their servers on the beach. They mathematically predicted a point where the tar currents intersected with the beach, and dispatched cargo ships with the necessary materials along this route. We also acquired the data for the special propulsion system needed to make the trip. Now rest assured, we've already begun the work of retrofitting this system to the DHV Magellan's own components. Once we're finished, we'll have the ability to travel to and from any beach we please. Wherever Higgs goes, we should be able to follow.
That's the plan.
To reach a beach of your choosing, you need an item with a strong connection to the place. Higgs has Amelie's Kipu and Dreamcatcher in his possession, as I recall. Either would have served as a sufficient connection to both you and her. Higgs is single-minded in his obsession. He only cares about you and Amelie. That's not enough, though. As you know only too well, emotions alone don't amount to a powerful connection. Just like how communicating with someone via hologram is no substitute for being able to reach out and touch their actual heart. What I'm trying to say is, you need something physical, a tangible object that binds you to Amelie. There must be something suitable in your shelter, and that's exactly what we need you to find. With it, we'll be able to follow Higgs to the beach. Higgs is hell-bent on triggering the last stranding, and we don't have much time until he does. We're working as quickly as we can to get the ship's engines ready. But you, Sam, you need to get us the key to unlock the beach the bastards fled to, before it's too late. At the very least, the tar currents appear to have calmed down somewhat. The DHV Magellan can travel to your position without issue. We'll link up with you at your shelter.
Alright, glad to know the tar currents are no longer fucked, Tar Man. What's up, dead man?
Sam, this is
Or
Tarman.
Tarman, I mean. Oops.
Fragile is still suffering from the effects of jump shock. Nevertheless, we can't do this without her assistance. She'll lead the way by identifying the specific beach we need to reach. All Doom sufferers aboard the ship will then harness their powers to help perform the jump and reduce the strain on her as much as possible. Now, while it's true that Fragile and Higgs are no strangers to one another, the success of this jump ultimately hinges on the strength of the connection between her and you. It needs to be unbreakable. You and Fragile must ensure your car and Ha are linked by a connection that will withstand any and all strain.
The power of love. That's gonna be really wholesome. It'll be the culmination of their relationship in that moment. This is gonna be absolute cinema. He's standing up. Oh my god, what is this? Memories, man. I'll never forget this day. Lou stood up for the first time. Kids growing up so fast. I'm expecting first steps before long. Can't wait to go for a little stroll together. What a moment that'll be. Good times. This another unreleased song? This sounds like it could be new.
Today I'll be remembered, tomorrow just a dream. It's not what it seems.
Just like, man, the creative direction behind this game is so genius, where they utilize the songs, who they're by. Once again, it really is amazing how well this game pays tribute to L'Aurore. Such a powerful moment in the game, right? Coming full circle, going home. And as we approach our home, as we get closer, it plays music by the legend who kicked it all off for this series, musically speaking.
Almost there.
Cinema, man. And look at this. And now that we're here, we see this message. Lou's smile will last forever. Lou always smiles when I've got my camera in hand. But the very best smile is safer when we take a photo together. I'm never going to forget it, even without the photos. It'll stay with me forever. All the likes. We're back. After how long? 53 hours, guys. We made it back home. Here we go. So what are we going to be looking for? Find an item in your shelter that has a connection to Amelie. Home sweet home. Still playing Raindrops. That's a little bit eerie, I'm not going to lie. I knew it was Higgs. A part of me knew it was like a Peter Engler thing. You frickin' psycho. What did he say here? Sam, it's me, Higgs. Your life in this shelter, it's all in the past. Bitch and moan about it all you want. There's no going back. So why don't you content yourself with your photos and memories all you can? After all, even they won't survive the last Stranding. I took the liberty of using the chiral network to hack into your shelter and share a few choice pics with you. No need to thank me. I'm just nice like that. See you soon, Sam. Piece of shit. Raindrops is back. Man, Higgs is diabolical. What the hell is going on? This is creepy. Who are you? What? He's hallucinating, right? Yeah, oh god, that stings. A teddy bear. Memories. So sad. Oh, we remember this little shot from the start. Hey, the little floating carrier thing. I have that too. I have the little floating carrier. Or not floating carrier. Just a little piece of cargo. But I have those little pieces of cargo on a floating carrier model. With my little Sam figure in the background. That's cute. So we're kind of just re-experiencing our memories and it's going to lead us to something.
A cherished memory, no doubt. But not what we're looking for, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, so you know what's super messed up about this stuff? I thought Sam was the one who wrote these and they're just like cropping up on his feed for whatever reason, but no, it just turns out Higgs took his photos and added captions posing as Sam. So it's sad how Sam never actually wrote these, man. I hate it. I hate that he played with me like that. Piece of shit. I think that's the most evil thing Higgs has done. Or one of them. He's done a lot of evil things. Add one more photo to my little shelter here and it's gonna be this. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
That belongs to you, doesn't it?
I
doubt that it held any meaning for Amelie.
He tried to use to kill himself. Both at the start of this game, before he goes on his journey, and I think also on the beach in Death Stranding 1, right? When he visits Amelie's beach to convince her to stop the Stranding.
Is that?
What else?
It's Bridget or Amelie.
Amelie!
Yes, this photo of Amelie, or Bridget, should serve as a tie to the Kipu she wore, meaning we should be able to use it to connect to the Kipu in Higgs's possession as well. Yes, this is exactly what we need, Sam.
I can't believe I didn't think of that. The photo from Death Stranding 1. Oh. Here's Delulu again. He was imagining the place the way it was. It's actually still in shambles. My dumbass thought that Higgs went there and cleaned everything up.
We should be able to
Imagine thinking that.
beach Higgs ran off to. Hurry back to the ship. It's time we took the fight to Higgs.
He did say he went to the terminal and messed about. So I was like, hey, it was nice of him to clean the place up too. But nope. Turns out there's not even that silver lining redeeming quality there. Sorry, I have to eat dark chocolate menacingly. Because we're going to be taking down Higgs menacingly. Alright, let's fucking do this. I'm back. Take that piss, Sam. Yeah. Might be the last piss we take. Before we roll them credits. Damn, that's good.
Sam, it's Die Hardman. The DHV Magellan can get underway at any time, but we'll need everyone to work together to make it happen. When you're ready to depart, come and join us on the bridge.
Sam, when you come to the bridge, be sure to bring your BB pod.
I love how he's like, it's Die Hardman now.
The braid still has a strong connection to Amelie.
We're bringing the BB pod as well. Everything's coming full circle. Alright, let's go, guys. Hey, look at that. Dollman's wearing the jacket too. That's adorable.
It's time to go, Sam. Tomorrow's going to be fine.
I believe it, buddy. Let's do this. To the bridge. To the wild. I'm sorry. Apparently this is a real jacket you can order, but with all the pockets and everything too, and all those have like practical uses and stuff. I saw someone covering it, but it's like a couple $1,000s. It's expensive. Man, if I were like a billionaire, I would just spend all my money on video game merch. I'm not even kidding. Saw a TikTok of the guy going over the jacket.
Everybody ready? Concentrate and focus your powers.
For the sake of the future, we must all come together.
That like eye tattoo that he has.
There's a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
Engaging tar ballast pumps.
Let's go.
DHV Magellan, ready to dive.
I love you, doll man. Never change.
There was a time when I would shatter at every hit or soul.
Hearing the lyrics to this.
But now I barely feel the pain when I fall.
What kids' vocals?
This violence is turning madness, forgetting what.
Like I said, culmination of their relationship.
I tell you all that men are breaking, but you don't know.
It's so amazing seeing his journey, overcoming his fear of touch to like now this, right? Unexpected Die Hardman. That was left field. I don't know why that was funny. Oh, that's cool. It shows Dollman's human form. Dead Man's there too. All their souls. Tarman's son. I never realized the cat is his son, right? Can't believe that went over my head. So we'll see him there. What the fuck? That's awesome. Just Death Stranding shenanigans.
Fragile! Fragile!
Oh no. Not the whales.
Charging tar ballast tanks. DHV Magellan surfacing.
It's a good idea. Okay, that's a lot of zombies. Tar zombies. Tarsies.
Get us airborne, on the double.
Attention all hands. Prepare for flight. flight mode.
That's a good idea.
Brace yourselves.
We're going up. God of War music. Destroy them servers. Holy shit. What on earth?
1,000 souls stranded in this place, bound to a pass to create this singular beach.
So this is where Higgs is.
I'm activating the hologram. Look! Zooming in.
Tomorrow.
Multiple BTs approaching.
Stand by and prepare for battle.
That's a lot of the Phoenixes, the Phoenix BTs.
It has to be you. You have to be the one to finish it.
Take the guitar with you. It's the perfect weapon for a place like this.
Hey.
It draws in corallium from the surrounding air and converts it into energy. Here on the beach, it should pretty much work in
I was gonna say, unlimited shredding.
Sam, take me as well. I can serve as a communicator.
We'll take care of things here. Get to it, Sam.
Thanks, Unc.
Be careful. And remember, I'll always be with you.
Thanks, Fragile.
Fragile.
Yeah, these jumps are no joke. And let go. A 100 likes, baby. Amelie, hello. They're gonna have like an ultimate, another final scene together like in the first game. I can't wait for that, man. I hope she kind of talks about how she delayed the Stranding, but it came back, right? Here we go. Name of the game, we made it. On the beach. It's gotta be the final. Lock in, guys.
Battle stations! Charlie, activate battle mode.
What the hell?
Release strand cords.
Oh shit.
Deploy cannons.
Shit's getting real.
Screens, activate. Okay.
Wait,
Ready
what?
to give them hell?
What's going on with Fragile back there? Why do we see her cough? Bro, did she die? Did she just die and her soul is like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, Sam. The DHV Magellan is going...
Oh my god, cinema.
We'll take advantage of that to head to the beach, where we'll hopefully find tomorrow waiting for us.
Oh my god, this is so amazing.
This will be a golden opportunity for you two to settle your differences.
Holy moly. What a freaking battle. Good thing it's got a boost.
I
I'm back, baby.
Hell yeah, you are. I love Die Hard, man.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna peace out. I've done my part. I ain't fighting all that shit again. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, that's a lot of the big boys. Super giant BTs. That's pretty apt. Like every frickin' BT we've ever seen out here. Oh my god, it's Magellan Man! I think I know. That's why he got the wings. I'm looking at him right now. It's the freaking flying stingrays merged with him to create the wings. The wing rays. This thing's got the jukes. The jukies. They're back. Let's go. Oh no.
Controls unresponsive. Damn it.
That's not a hot dog.
Leave it to us.
Don't eat that.
Can you handle it?
Dead man, my boy.
You need to take out its head.
Dude, I don't even mind watching this as a movie and not even playing. Like, this shit is just so fucking cool, man. Holy moly.
Wait. Is that?
Dead man.
That's right.
The hell is he doing?
Everyone, hold on tight.
Oh, is this gonna be the moment from the trailer?
DHB Magellan. Integrate.
There it is. Hey, now we got Magellan Man. Got the Magellan head. Yeah! The final form. Oh my god. Damn, you gotta, like, so you gotta go to the end of the game here to finally figure out what the hell the collector's edition statue is. That's crazy. It took us like 60 hours, but we made it. All right.
Sam!
That you, dead man?
None other, my friend.
Holy
Managed to
shit.
take control of this thing with my car.
He is, in essence, serving as the bridge between the entity and our ship. So you can leave the fighting to us.
Everything just has such a beautiful full circle, man. 100 likes back at you. Deadman was the first to leave us, but he's the last to come back in the most epic way imaginable. Oh my god, this is cinema, man. I don't know what else to say. Bitch! Oh crap. I wanted to drop kick them zombies. Alright, no need to. I'm gonna shred on you instead. Let's mosey. Yeah! I don't think so, bozos. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. No, that's really good. That's amazingly good. Dude, Deadman's got the moves. Good thing I'm not playing in 3D. Hell yeah. There he is. And that's not Dead Man this time. Let's mother flippin' dance. The Red Samurai is the final boss, I think. Seamless! It's just like in the actual Higgs versus Dead Man cutscene. We get to play it. He's like parrying our shots and stuff. This is so dope. Alright. Eat this. Can you taste your own medicine? Alright, encore.
Sam,
ow. Oh god, dude, we're so close. I can't choke now. Here goes.
He got better.
No, dude. Ah. We're so close. Fuck you. It's not over until I say it's over. He's literally not doing anything. He's just vibing in the music. Ka-ching! What is going on? I think I'm about to break my guitar too, but I won't. To do that, we're gonna end them in style. Goddamn Better Call Sam theme. Not Better Call Saul, Better Call Sam. Yeah, I don't know what happened. He just turned his brain off. I mean, that's just like me for real when I'm enjoying music.
Not long now. You're too late, Sam.
Lots of server dominoes. That's a very shirtless Higgs.
Well, let's just say I've died on the beach before.
Oh, he's probably dead the whole time in part of the servers. Yeah.
You of all people should understand. The loneliness. Tens of thousands of years. Just
Holy shit, that's a long time.
wandering. Without you. Fragile. Amelie. Anyone.
Oh, he ended his own life on the beach. Yep. He just needed a hug. And a pug.
Just when I finally had embraced oblivion. These dead folks right here.
Like how he's made himself look like Amelie with the hairdo and everything. Necklace really adds to it.
Called me back. The 4,000 poor bastards who joined with APAS in a convergence. them, I was another ghost. Just another lingering soul. Well, with so much in common.
There goes a necklace.
They thought I should team up with their little company. And me being me, I played along. All the while. I was working towards my own personal goal.
No, I get it. Is that really what you want?
Oh, yeah. To bring about the last stranding.
Part 2? Oh shit, guitar glow up.
But for real this time.
Uh-oh.
I mean, honest! What is the point of this graveyard, huh? Humans deserve to go extinct. To be forgotten. What do you say? One last dance on top of their old bones?
Sure, buddy. Let's duke it out. A jam off, if you will. Let's go. One last tar off to send them off. Yeah.
Feels good, don't it?
Feels real good. Can I get his guitar? I was not asking for too much at this point. I should have known we'd be doing a boss battle around the servers eventually. Sorry, I got too carried away there. Nice. Oh, he's getting angry. Oh my god. Their battle is still going on. It's been going on for eons. Oh my god.
Up here, Sammy boy. But we're
I see you.
obviously no match for a monster that
Damn,
size.
he's trying to rule the world.
Focus on
Well, thinks he's on a stage. I will hurt you. Sorry, I can't celebrate too soon to the victory fanfare. It's time to end this concert in style. GG's. That might be like one of the greatest final boss fights of all time. The Higgs fights have never ever once disappointed. Love how in the first Death Stranding it was like a fisticuff fighting game scenario, and now it's like a literal, you know, battle of the guitarists scenario here. Might still be going though, I don't know. Man is shredding until his last breath.
You remember that day on the beach? When my guiding light betrayed me?
No way he's playing that.
Chose not yours truly, but Sam the man. Well, that girl was meant to be mine.
All right, you edgelord.
Luckily, I found someone new. Your very own baby girl, the Extinction Entity.
Wait, what the fuck?
I am truly grateful. I got to savor this revenge against you twice over.
Wait, Lou's an... I mean, tomorrow Lou... She's an extinction entity?
Poetry in our fates.
What is happening?
You see that?
Rubber.
The last stranding is finally upon us.
Yeah, now we're both shirtless.
Victory is mine. That girl ain't got no choice to accept what's happening. Up close and personal.
Oh, no, he's forcing her as a conduit to get to Amelie, I guess.
Familiar feeling. Kept you waiting, huh?
No shot! They actually pulled that.
Enemy.
Yeah, this is it, right? If there was ever any doubt in anyone's minds, which there shouldn't be at this point, that this is like Metal Gear references incarnate. There you go. And it's a fighting game moment again. I can't believe this shit. This is amazing.
Son of a...
What the fuck? No way, man. Let's fucking go. They're like actually smacking each other with the guitars. This is fucking awesome. Alright, careful, Sammy. Dude, that first fisticuff fight in Death Stranding 1 against him was so hard on the hardest difficulty. So I'm kind of scared right now. So far, so good. Okay. We got less HP than him. Gotta be careful.
Well. So you got yourself a mighty fine guitar?
Shred right back. I love how it's like, the health bars are like, oh, we can play guitar with circle. Health bars are like sound waves. We're literally just... Wait, are we getting health back with this? We are! I spam it for more health. No way, man.
Wait, music.
Amazing. Let's get back to it. I cannot even believe this game right now.
Now it's off.
Might be the greatest final boss fight of all time. Big box. Down you go. Holy shit. Cinema. There's a thumbnail right here. Or maybe not, because of spoilers. He's spamming the guitar. As am I. I don't think so. I'm gonna outplay you. Literally. Oh my god. It's still going. Holy shit, it sounds like old school 2D angle.
The end is in sight.
Won't be much.
Fuck you. Yeah, you tell him, Sam.
Why won't you? Just like that, Sam! I've already won. I'll sing you
I don't think so.
a lullaby.
Damn straight.
You wanna jam? Me?
I love how they kept the energy of the first game with that final boss fight against him. They just cranked it up to 15.
To me! Kiss the world goodbye, Sam! Tired! Bullshit!
For real.
Fuck off! Fight! Feels!
You better. Come on, outroast him.
Pudding!
Outplayed him. We're gonna outroast him. Oh shit.
Hey now. This can't be happening.
This is how it ends. Again, same angle, same everything. Knocking his grill out. Let's finish this. You're not pudding, Sam. If you're pudding, he's Jello.
Oh! Son of a bitch!
Fuck you. I'm gonna block that.
Fuck you! And your band!
Fuck you and your band. I love that.
No.
Don't wanna hear!
I ain't through with you yet.
Fucking floor!
You're gonna wanna hear mine.
It's the last Stranding.
Asshole!
Fuck you and your last Stranding.
Done!
Bonk. I fucking love this game. I like how they like giant wrenches. Like big ass spanners, man. Defeated him, baby. How are we gonna stop this? It's technically already won.
Tomorrow!
Why am I not surprised? What DS does to a mother flipper, this doesn't even faze me at this point. Jess is back. Lou is back. She's a little bigger than I remember.
It really is you, isn't it?
Babies grow up real fast.
It's okay.
Is she gonna eat him or something? What's gonna happen?
See the sunset. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm.
Is Sam gonna sing along or something?
Till the morning.
I knew it. She's gonna eat him. We called it. As Sam said, fuck you and your band. Damn. Well, that was on my bingo card for how Higgs is gonna go out. Eaten by a giant baby. And she gives us a like. This game is incredible.
Lou?
Those wings and flies away. It's giving like crazy 2001 Space Odyssey vibes. Giant baby at the end. Amelie! Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Been waiting for this. Who's back? I have the craziest goosebumps, man. This music is nuts. It's been a while. Always the same thing. She's always pushing us out. Sending us back to the living. I'll always be with you. Okay, there is another episode. It's called Tomorrow. These themes back. Wow. So this shot we saw in one of the early trailers is from the very end of the game. Remember this. Full circle, as always.
Okay, time to head home.
Oh my god. BB's theme? No, this is peak, man. This is absolutely amazing. They play BB's theme. Holy crap. Just like the first game. One last delivery, Lou. The very last mission. They play BB's theme, and here it is again. This time it's Snowfall. I'm not gonna mess up the trek this time. I kind of messed it up at the start of our playthrough. But not this time. Not this time. Aerial camera, baby. What a masterpiece. love this song so much. Yeah, Twitch will probably mute this part of the VOD because, you know, it's done that in the past with a specific song. But don't worry, I'll get this up on YouTube as fast as possible. On YouTube, none of this will be muted. Oh man, just enjoying Peak here, man. I just gotta immerse myself in this music again. I'm seeing the sunset. She's right here with me. It's been too long, Lou. Alright, let's get you home. Let's get you home, little one. On we go. Goes for even longer this time because it's a longer trek we're having to make. Much further away than that incinerator in Death Stranding 1. That's for sure. Game has just been nothing short of masterful, man. I can't believe just how beautifully they followed up my third favorite game. Right, it's just and all these full circle moments that harken back to the first game in some really powerful ways have been so beautiful to witness. Can't open a map or anything. Yeah, we're on some kind of a beach still, right? This isn't the... Yeah, what's gonna happen? What's up, Magellan? Yeah, we were just dreaming. There she is. I love how her theme is basically to the Wilder. This shot, bro. Whew. Peak, man. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. It's just one of those once in a lifetime experiences that we yearn to have that, you know, you'll probably never get to experience the likes of again, so you just gotta like cherish the first time you experience it. So I'm really doing right now, man. Okay, we're back. Save tomorrow.
Is she alright?
Unconscious, but unharmed. Sam. Listen.
Fragile?
Fragile's dead, Sam.
What? Oh no, I had a feeling when he saw her ghost behind Die Hardman. Fuck, dude.
truth is, she's been dead for some time.
What? Excuse me?
While you were away, searching for that photo, Fragile contacted me. Came clean about the whole thing. It happened back when she tried to jump Lou to safety.
Get the fuck out of here.
And she was in that space between the world of the living and the dead.
She's been dead the whole game?
Higgs shot her.
As you know, the flow of time is different in our two worlds.
On the other side, Fragile's death was a tragedy that had already come to pass. On this side, however, her physical form still endured, if only for a while. Its end yet to arrive.
Fragile knew what the future had in store for her, and what she wanted to do with the time she had left. You were the one person she asked me not to tell, Sam. The only one.
Oh no, dude. He's always in the dark.
That you understand why.
Jeez, dude. She was dead the whole game. No. And now her time is up, so it's just... it's on forever now for her.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Fuck, man.
Let him go.
For real, he can't catch a break. I mean, I've just been yearning for just one happy thing to happen in this man, dude. He's just so broken and been through so much. Been through so fucking much, dude. Just lost so much. Jesus. What the hell, man?
There's something I haven't told you. When Higgs shot me, in that instant, my Ka and my Ha were separated from one another. And the fact that Lou and I were even able to make the jump had nothing to do with me. It was Lou. Lou connected us to those poor lost souls.
She jumped them.
And at the time, being with them seemed safer than with me. So I decided to leave Lou in their care. But afterwards, Sam, when you came and found me, I'd lost all memory of what I'd done. The only thing I knew for certain was that I was already dead. And that what little time I had left, I wanted to spend traveling with you.
She was on borrowed time.
It wasn't until the moment we arrived at Apas's beach that I finally remembered. About Lou, about the jump, about everything that had happened.
That's why she didn't want to let him go.
You never got to watch Lou grow up. Me, who stole all those precious years. I'm so sorry, Sam. I can't give you back the time you've lost. But promise me you'll make the most of your future. With Lou. You will never be alone.
Please tell me she's gonna be in that photo.
Can't tear us apart. We will always be with you. Now go on. The others are waiting.
Thank you for everything, Fragile. Yeah, she's in the photo.
Wait!
This video game. Can't even believe this game, man. It's just gut punch after gut punch, but just so unbelievably poignant and beautifully done.
Sam, we've completed preparations for our return trip. Hartman has finished mapping and logging the coordinates of this beach, and all data concerning the tar currents that brought us here have been recorded as well. With this information at our disposal, we can retrace our path easily, even without Fragile's power. We should be able to return to Australia at any time. Come to the bridge whenever you're ready.
Well, I was born ready, man. God, what a punch to the guts. The fact that you, that just, oh my god, that just stings, dude. Can't get over that. So she was, I mean, she was here with us, but she was still dead. She was just on a timer, basically. Yeah, just borrowed time. And she jumped, Lou jumped them to the beach, and then she jumped back. But she had no recollection. Oh man, this is just so horribly sad.
All squared away?
And so I guess
we're gonna need everyone's power to make this work. Attention all hands. It's time for us to go home.
Yeah. At least we got you, Die Hardman. My buddy's back. I'm glad he's here. I love this dude. So wait, I still am confused about the whole Tomorrow Lou thing. She's Sam's biological daughter, meaning she was the original... What is that grin? She's the original Lou, who's about to be born to Lucy. Not the Lou that Sam was traveling with. Unless they're the same. Because it's definitely implying that she's both. Okay, are we gonna get answers? Going to Neil's mouth. Okay. Here we go. The truth, I think. Like the final cliff flashback.
You said it's urgent, so tell me, I don't have much time.
They're after my child. They want Lou for themselves. Bridges has plans. And everything hinges on using Lou as a sacrificial BB. Because they need a child of a repatriate. But I won't let them have my baby. We need to tell everyone that you are the father.
But I'm not. I want you to stop playing with me. Please.
Neil. Please. Help me keep Lou safe. Thank you.
We should run to Mexico. There's a bunch of routes only people like me know. And I have a couple of friends down there that that can help us out.
Oh, it's gonna hurt, man.
But we need to move quick. Next week, no later. Okay? I will come back and pick you up here.
Neil.
What?
This contains everything. I want you to hold on to it for me.
Let's go.
Just a moment.
Just leave it. Everything we need is in the car. Everything. Just to make it more romantic.
Oh, okay, that's what this is from.
Don't worry.
Okay. Mexico's right here.
I'm not prepared for another redux of Death Stranding 1's ending. The cliff. Other escape sequence that's just gonna go... It's gonna go south. Why are you doing this to me, Kojima? Literally one-to-one like Cliff's escape.
He's a patient of mine.
It's not gonna work.
Thank you. Let me double check. Should work.
She's gonna like try and grab a gun or something, or no? Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Jesus, these soldiers look terrifying. Kicked their asses before though, but still.
That's impressive.
Hold it! Don't move! Don't move!
You had to know. We'd never let you leave. You're carrying the child of a repatriate, after all. A test subject of incalculable value.
Gun! Put it down! Put it down!
No.
You're wrong, because that's my child. So back the fuck off.
Back off!
Neil.
No! Check fire! Check fire! Don't
Jesus
shoot.
Christ.
Don't shoot!
It's literally Cliff's escape.
Lucy.
Oh my god.
Hey. Oh, fuck.
Neil.
You have to save her. Please. Please.
We can try. But there's going to be conditions. This child is invaluable to us. You have to agree to let us take it.
She'll survive. She'll survive. Give me your word.
I give you my word, Neil. I give you my word.
Damn. But she's not though. Fuck. Piece of shit, man. God damn. Oh no. Not even gonna save her, man. Obviously you lied.
Was successful. EB-00 was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? One male,
Jeez.
one female. Impossible. What the hell?
Oh my god.
It's been like this. He's already succumbed to necrosis. What the hell?
Yeah, here's the void out.
Doesn't make any sense. Call the PD team. Now go get out of here!
one final fuck you from the beyond. Are we gonna be controlling this? Looks like it. Gosh, so... yeah, we gotta leave. We're in Neil's car right now. Oh, but yeah, this is the... this is that hospital where we were fighting him in that one boss fight. Is that Lucy? Oh, I think we're his BT, maybe? I think we're... Sam! Oh, young Sam, damn. Been so long since seeing Norman Reedus with a short haircut. Oh no. And they told him it was a suicide. Okay. Everything makes sense now. So this is the void out that happened that left him as the only survivor, obviously. It seems like they got the baby. Holy shit, this is crazy. We get to witness this history, right? That we've only heard just a little bit about. This game goes deep into it. That was a void outright. The aftermath of it? Oh my lord. How's it going, Kill? Thanks for dropping in, man. Yeah, we are at the tail end of Death Stranding 2. Very, very, very spoilery territory. Okay, wow, that was quick. Yeah, this is it. We made it. Game is fucking magical, man. Cannot believe how good this game was. I slumped in my chair post-crab and got back when Sam was on the Magellan. All good. Yeah, the final scenario in this game, we got to do like a guitar boss battle against Higgs. Woodkid song.
When all the reasons to stay are selfish, you must go.
So yeah, the big revelation in this game was, yeah, Fragile died at the very beginning. She was dead the whole game.
How beautiful this life can be. You don't have to grow. Don't waste your life respecting.
What is happening, man?
There is no time you need to run. Take every chance and try all you can.
So crazy. I had a feeling. That's crazy, man. The Lou we've been traveling with since the very beginning of Death Stranding 1. It was Sam's biological daughter all along. That hits different, man. It just hits. Holy shit. Yeah, you might want to hide. I wasn't kidding. Thank you so much, Kill. Oh my fucking god, dude, this video. The way everything just comes together, the way everything is just revealed. Oh my god. Yeah. There was only ever one Lou. There was only ever one Lou, I think. Lucy's child and the Lou we were traveling with, BB, they're both one and the same. They saved the child, put her into a pod, and I think that pod was then designated 28 to protect her, to basically protect her. Bridget made that happen so that she would live. And then by chance, she was reunited with Sam at the beginning of Death Stranding 1. A little crypto fairy biote. Rainy marked safe. I'm just still so gutted about Fragile, man. Yeah, it turns out she died at the very beginning when Higgs shot her. And she was just on borrowed time the entire game, and as soon as we got to the beach, that's when she finally died. It was Higgs as Genji, yes. It was so sick. And there are like so many phases to it. Then they get shirtless and they do like a fighting game, like with health bars. Boss battle at the end where they just start whacking each other with the guitars physically. Oh, it's so good. Oh man. I think I'm gonna have to upload that entire thing just as like one YouTube video based on how much I was like freaking out. It was so fun. Is your dad?
I remember now. The journey the two of us went on together.
Oh my god, she remembers everything too.
You and me, Sam.
Just call him your dad.
No.
We will always be connected.
I'm just so glad they have each other in the end. Father and daughter reunited. Don't do anything to shake this up now, Kojima, please. My boy Sam deserves a bit of a happy ending here.
I'm here, Louise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry too. All of it, the whole time, man, from the very beginning. Oh my god, from the very beginning. Holy shit, I'm sorry. I'm tearing up over this. It's a game that I can't even read this right now, man. Death Stranding just means so much to me, and to know that this game, this IP that I've loved from the very beginning, since I started my streaming journey in 2019.
To all the words that I won't get to
The fact that since the very beginning, the baby we were traveling with was our daughter all along. Oh, like, I swear only Kojima could pull off a twist this beautiful. I cannot even believe that this game, man, and the ending to it. Holy shit, man, I'm sorry. This has me overwhelmed.
The dreams that stillness
And it plays the Elle Fanning version of the song too at the end of To the Wilder. Oh man, it's Elle Fanning. She's so good.
You will never leave a trace where you walk.
And they brought everyone back. Hartman, Dead Man. There he is. Die Hardman. My man, Tommy Earl Jenkins, Die Hardman. They were all here. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna let this play out here. This is the, and yeah, Amelie was there too. We didn't get like an actual exchange with her. But we got one last embrace with her, and then she, as she normally does, pushed us back into the world of the living. Whoa. No shot. Is there gonna be a third game? I mean, Kojima said he wasn't going to work on one anytime soon, but... And she smokes too, just like Fragile. So tomorrow's older.
I've always loved porters.
Got the same gloves.
Freezing rain and biting wind. Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless.
Rainey had her child.
Glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again today. And every day. Even when we're long gone.
God, she seems badass. Oh, I would so love a game where you play as her and she's like now older and following her in her father's footsteps. She's got the same abilities too. Like father, like daughter.
Death can't tear us apart.
Got the Dooms. She's a repatriate. She's going into a plate gate. Where's that gonna lead her? Africa? She looks so cool.
Today is another day on the road.
I love it. It leaves the door open for a return in this franchise. I love that. Let's go. It's on Goodbye Forever. Oh, I hope they continue this IP someday. I think this is goodbye for a long time, though. What an ending. Holy shit. I'd be so down for a game where you play as Tomorrow, dude. That would be awesome. Right? Like, if we no longer get Norman Reedus Sam, I understand, right? It's time that man gets a well-deserved rest, right? Sam deserves all the good things coming his way, all the R&R. And he needs to catch a break. And it seems like he has, given the ending we saw. And if his daughter takes up the mantle for porting around, which it looks like she is, oh, I'd be so down. This is a 10 out of 10 game, you guys. Like, to me personally, right? I am just so enamored with everything I experience here. Right, you guys might be thinking to yourselves, well, I'm biased because, you know, I have such a strong personal attachment to the first game. It was the first game I streamed, played it so many times. Again, my journey on Twitch, and again, you know, I played it when it came out 6 years ago, and it became my third favorite game of all time. So therefore, you guys might be thinking to yourselves that, you know, I'm definitely clouded by that a little bit with my, you know, judgment of this game right now and what I think of it ultimately, and saying that this is a 10 out of 10, but not. I mean, dude, the fact that this overwhelmed and moved me this much, and the fact that everything, the cinematics in this game were just absolute kino and really kind of serve as like an epitome of the fact that Kojima really wanted to make movies and always wanted to be a director. And, you know, I think this game really, really gets that through the most out of possibly anything he's ever done. I think this game kind of has the energy the most of, I wouldn't have minded if like 80% of it was just cutscenes given what we saw, right? I mean, I'm so glad, like, the gameplay is a whole other beast. I'm so glad the gameplay was as incredible as it was, how it just masterfully followed up and iterated on everything from the first game. But man, the fact that the characters, the scenarios they were in, their interactions, the fights, and how that was all presented and the scale of everything, the fact that all of that was just beautiful, like just beautifully relayed. You know, I wouldn't have minded just seeing all of this as some kind of a movie, you know, or a great majority of it, which makes me so excited to see the A24 film that's going to be coming out. And couldn't have chosen a better studio to produce the film, by the way. And I'm so glad Kojima's actually involved in the project. Of course he would be. He's the producer of it. You know, the reality is not everyone's going to get to experience a story as poignant and beautiful as this because they just don't play games, right? So I'm just so happy something is coming out that's set in this world that's going to get me to be able to, like, you know, take my friends to the theater, my mom to the theater, and just show them this amazing, whatever amazing story they tell in this brilliant world. Because especially when you go through this game and just see the storytelling and the characters and just the overall narrative and how that's all executed and how everything is just, oh man, it just really makes you sad on a level because it's so good that you just wish it was as accessible as possible to everyone. Because the sad thing is, yes, I know Death Stranding 2 has been overwhelmingly well received compared to the first game, right? First game was incredibly contentious when it came out. I know the second game was overwhelmingly well received relative to that. But still, right? There is still going to be that stigma from a subset that goes, you know, this is just still a walking simulator. What would you just deliver packages? That's it? You know, I'm good. I'm checking out, homie. So that people, it's a shame that people are not going to be able to experience something this fucking amazing. I think this just beautifully exemplifies the, you know, fact that video games are an art form. If there was ever any doubt in anyone's minds in this day and age, which there shouldn't be at this point, given how much incredible, poignant stuff we've gotten out of the medium, if there was ever any doubt in their minds that this stuff couldn't be art, I point you to Death Stranding 1 and 2. Like, just a fucking amazing duology, man, at the end of the day. I always felt to myself, and this is the beauty of it all, that with the ending of the first Death Stranding, things are wrapped up beautifully. Sam and Baby walk out into the rain. At that iconic shot, the timefall isn't affecting them, so you know the Death Stranding is over, and Sam smiles and he sees a rainbow in the distance. Kino, the credits start rolling. The fact that Kojima, Koji Pro, Koji God, Kojima was able to take that and create another story out of it that continues that in a very natural way and still manages to bring everything home at the end in an incredibly powerful and satisfying way, just speaks volumes about just how brilliant he is, man. whenever he is burning to tell a story, you know he's going to tell a good story. This game wasn't even meant to exist, right? This game was, I believe, originally intended as a DLC for Death Stranding 1, believe it or not. But it was only in COVID that Kojima realized that he needed to make a full-fledged game out of his DLC idea. And the fact that a DLC led to this? Man. And I just love what the game stands for at the end of the day, right? Kojima always focuses on embedding a theme and an important message into the games he makes and the stories he tells. And the first game is obviously all about forging connections with others in a fractured society, how it's important to hold on to the bonds and forge the bonds that we have between one another. This game takes that idea and really hones in on it further, going, it's so important not to forget not only to make these connections, but also the fact that how you make the connections are really important. Also, I love that they brought this song back. Don't do this to me. It hits hard. I remember when this played in the credits of the first one, I started bawling, man. And the tears got to me again in this game. I'm not surprised. Yeah, dude. This game is about how it's not only important to connect, but how you connect is so important too. Because APAS wants to connect everyone through isolation, essentially, right? They want to protect society via segregating people and making sure they never meet and mingle ever again, right? That's what APAS represents. Lo and behold, who is all that governed by?
AI!
Right? Kojima always picks up on these things going on, and he wants to tell really creative, mind-bending stories around them based on things that are happening in society. The pandemic was something that was meant to, in a way, bring us together in a time when we were separated, right? But it instead segregated us even further, and the rise of AI kind of didn't help with that either. And he created such a brilliant story out of that with this game, right? You take the beaches from the first game, this natural phenomena that serves as this buffer between the land of the living and the dead, and you populate it with artificial, unnatural servers that try to dictate the natural state of life, right? APAC is trying to move against evolution in the natural state of humanity. And then you got Die Hardman swooping in and reminding us all that. I love that, because Die Hardman's such a great character, swooping in, reminding us all that no, it's still all about those wholesome, touching grass connections from the first game, baby. Beautiful characters, beautiful story. Oh man, it's just everything I loved about the first game just dialed up to 15 in this. And you know what the beautiful thing about all this is, you guys? This game being better in almost every way than the first game doesn't in any way discount the first game and make it inferior, if that makes any sense. Because there are still many reasons to appreciate the first game, on top of all the themes of connection and the characters and stuff. Without the first game, this game wouldn't even be possible, right? For those of you wondering if this tops the first game for me in terms of my number 3 favorite game of all time spot, it doesn't, right? Because the first game came first. Without that, this game wouldn't exist. So, yeah, the first game, you have reasons to go back to it. It has its charm, it has its unique qualities. There are certain vehicles in that game that aren't in this one, for example. You still got those two-wheelers, right, that are very kind of symbiotic with Norman Reedus, right? Those are missing in this one. Not for the worst, it's just different, right? They iterated but made things different. Now you got the three-wheelers. The first game had those, little quirky, kind of charming moments in the private room. Zooming in at Sam's crotch and getting him to punch you in the face and break the camera. And by extension, the fourth wall. That's not in this game. So you have reasons to go back to the first. Quietude of the Icelandic landscapes in the US. That feeling of isolation that they really kind of bring out and evoke. It's just a lot more of a bleak game. This game feels like it's a lot more upbeat and hopeful, especially in the first half of it, when you're going to Australia and bringing everyone online. It feels way more populated. It feels like there are more people around you all the time. There's a lot more going on. It's a lot noisier, right? And yeah, not for the worse. Everything that this game does, it just makes me appreciate the world that they've crafted even more, and that's the most important thing. But yeah, the fact that despite all the iterations they make in this game, the first game and this one can still beautifully stand on your own, and you can go back and appreciate things about the first game that aren't in this one. Just makes this whole IP and this whole scenario all the more amazing and worth commending here. Also, rest in peace, Ryan Kazajiro. Or Karazija, my apologies. Yeah, we got to talk about the music. The music is absolutely worth talking about. The utilization of music in both Death Stranding 1 and this game is exemplary. It is absolutely amazing. Especially with how it changes throughout the course of the game, and how this game has a lot of those full circle moments that I was talking about that don't just kind of pertain to the characters and the story scenarios, but also the music itself. Right? Like how you have musicians from the first game kind of reappearing in certain parts of this one. Like, once again, Ryan Karazija, who passed away very tragically a couple of years ago. The way this game pays tribute to him is wonderful, and it does it in such a subtle way, but it's so powerful because the first half of this game, you don't really hear a lot of familiar artists, you don't really hear a lot of familiar tunes. It's largely the new music by not just Woodkid, but a lot of other artists here and there, Jen Hoshino, etc., etc. And also, the vibe of a lot of those tracks, maybe not the ones by Woodkid specifically, who's, the main kind of brains behind the music in this game, but a lot of other artists, it's a lot more hopeful and upbeat. And we'll see what this is. But as you go through the game, and as Sam, especially when he finds out that BB wasn't there all along in the pod, that's when the music starts to get a lot more melancholy and subdued, and you start to hear familiar tracks from the first game. And tomorrow's apples are in the baby pod, and is that meant to be Dollman, or what's up with that? Oh, did his soul finally move on? Oh shit, is that what that implied? Man, again, I'm just so happy Sam had a modicum of a happy ending. You know what? A big chunk of a happy ending, considering he was reunited with his daughter, who, again, this just touches my heart so much. It's so beautiful. This entire time, the past 6 years of Death Stranding being a thing, we never knew it, but BB was Sam's daughter all along. What an ending. I'm just so happy that he was with her all along, but then he was truly reunited in the end. She never ever really left him. Even when he thought she was gone, she just came right back. It is sad that he missed, like, what, frickin' 20 years of her growth, right? Because she's gone. She jumps to the beach when she's like 11 months old. And then I'm assuming tomorrow is Elle Fanning's age in the game, right? She's probably like in her late 20s. So it's so sad that he missed seeing his daughter grow up. But at least they got reunited in the end. And the last line, "I'm your Luis," man, that crushed me. Hearing how passionate you are about this game is making me want to play it. I absolutely recommend it, Cody. I can understand if you're not able to get into it, because the first game is a very slow burn. And yeah, this is a good opportunity to talk about the pacing a lot in this little review I'm doing. The first game is a hell of a slow burn compared to this one. That's not a bad thing, it's not to its detriment, but I completely understand why a lot of people dropped off when it came to that, especially when it came out and it was a very offbeat, different game. This was Kojima's first crack at making a game after leaving Konami, where he had worked on the Metal Gear series for a long time. So people expected something like that again. Like, okay, it's going to be something stealth-focused, action-focused, there's going to be a lot of that going on. And even though there were elements of that in the first game, and way more so in this one, it was ultimately something very different. You're delivering packages at the end of the world and setting up some weird network across America. Like you're an internet man who's delivering packages. Like, what's going on here, right? But as you play through the game, as it opens up, as you warm up to the story and to the characters and all the various things you can interface with the mechanics and the structures and stuff, it starts to get so much more enjoyable, and it clicks for a lot of people. It didn't take until my second playthrough, once again, for Death Stranding 1 to click. My very first playthrough of the game back in 2019, the very first game I streamed, Death Stranding 1, I didn't know what the hell was going on. By the end of it, I think I was a little critical of the game even. I don't think I really truly enjoyed or appreciated it. It was only half a year later, when the game came out on PC during the pandemic, that I played it off stream, because I was having problems around this time with streaming. You know, I had internet problems, I had problems with my computer, so I was like, I'll play it off stream, right? I'm probably going to quit streaming. This is like close to when I started too, so it's amazing to see how far we've come, and I'm glad it didn't go that direction. But I played it on PC, and there was a certain point, like, I want to say 30% of the way through, where it hit me that I was playing my third favorite game of all time. I realized I'd played nothing like this before. I realized that I was having so much fun just setting up roads, setting up zip lines, helping out other players, just knowing that my actions were, without me even, going out of my way to do so, affecting other players positively out there. And that's the bread and butter of Death Stranding. That's the beauty of it. These games are about reconnecting society, but the meta part of it is that you are literally connecting with other players. Just by existing, essentially, in the game world, by setting up a zipline. There's a chance that zipline is going to end up in someone else's game world, and they're going to use that zipline. They can drop likes on it. You can see the likes he got on it. I fell in love with that. And then when the story hit and I understood it, and then the end of the game came along, and the stuff with Cliff and Sam absolutely shattered me, I was like, not only is this a peak game, my third favorite game of all time, potentially, this is one of the only 2 or 3 games that has actually made me cry at the end. I was bawling. And that's when I was like, this is really my third favorite game of all time. And I will be ride or die for this IP. I will be there day one, checking out whatever the hell comes next when it comes to Death Stranding. And I did. Played the director's cut version in 2021. And that's where we platinumed the game, 100%ed it. And I wonder if they'll do a director's cut for Death Stranding 2. I don't want to speak too soon about whether I'd like to see one or not, and whether I think they'll do one or not, because the reality is, admittedly, I have not touched on a whole lot of the side content in this game. Yeah, these first couple streams we did of Death Stranding 2, I beelined the story as much as I could, man, and I have no regrets, no ragrats, because I wanted to experience this as fast as I could so that I wouldn't be hit by any spoilers, and I'm so glad I did, because, oh my god, I would be gutted. Like, knowing what I know now about this game and having experienced what I experienced, I would be gutted if I got spoilers about this game. So please, if you intend on playing this game, if you have any interest in playing from Death Stranding 1, and into this game and beyond, potentially, hopefully, who knows if there'll be more stuff. I hope there will be one day. Please, 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 do yourself a favor and do a semi-blackout. Unsubscribe from any subreddits you got to unsubscribe from. Definitely don't be part of the Death Stranding subreddit. It's one of the most wholesome communities I've seen. Don't follow any Death Stranding stuff on Twitter. Don't follow Kojima stuff. Please do yourself a favor. Go in as blind as you can. Because the story in these games, in this duology, which is what this is now, is absolutely worth experiencing as fresh as possible, and in my book, is one of those experiences where it's like, I wish I could forget everything and experience it all over from the very beginning. Again, it's just so beautiful how everything came full circle at the end here, and just harken back so wonderfully at the end of this game to the beginning of Death Stranding 1. Fate brought Lou and Sam together, right, when she was still a fetus in the little pod, and it turns out she was his daughter all along. Here's the thing, the first Death Stranding, I think I gave an 8 or a 9 out of 10 to. I reviewed the director's cut version on YouTube the year I started making review videos back in 2021. I gave it an 8 or 9. The reason being, to me personally, that game was a 10. Critically, however, it was more of an 8 or 9 simply because of the very tedious menuing, right? I had gotten used to it, but from the perspective of someone who is about to play the game who has never played it before, I can imagine that shit was going to be very tedious. I remember my first time playing Death Stranding. Again, the first game I ever streamed, my first stream through, brutal. I had no idea what I was doing half the time. This game, I think what it genuinely does do better than the first one. Like, so far I've been talking about how both games stand on their own beautifully, and you can still enjoy the first one a whole bunch besides this one as well. The thing that this game does dramatically better is it makes a lot of the menuing a lot more easy to go through, right? It streamlines a whole bunch of that. You'll see that word being thrown around a whole bunch when it comes to discourse about this game, and it can't be stressed enough. Yeah, this game really streamlines a whole bunch of the stuff from Death Stranding 1. A lot of the menuing, a lot of the back and forthing to get things done. You would have to go through like 5 menus in the first game. In this game, you only really go through one of those to do the same action. It's definitely cleaned up a lot more. And to really touch on the pacing, finally, I know I mentioned that before, but I'll really get to it now. The first Death Stranding, it's a much slower burn. This game, though, it is a lot faster paced. And the first game, it's a slower burn, not to its detriment. That helps it out. It makes it beautiful in its own way. I do like the pacing, especially when combined with the vistas of the first game and the setting of, you know, the quiet Icelandic scapes. It works really well. This game is a lot faster paced. There's a lot more happening. It's a lot busier. There's a lot more characters. There's the Magellan. You got a freaking huge ass ship. You're introduced to characters a lot faster. You come to care about a lot of the characters a lot faster, and where their stories are going. And yeah, the mechanics and the structures and the gameplay concepts, you're introduced to a lot of those a lot faster too. Like, we got our first vehicles so early on in this game, man. Like, in the first, I don't know, less than 2 hours almost, you meet Alex Weatherstone and you already have like a three-wheeler. The vehicles are really cool too, speaking of. The customization there. I know there were only trucks and the three-wheelers. I do miss the roadsters and general vehicle variety of the first one. In this game, you only really have 2 vehicle types, but there's a whole lot of customization, which is super nice. So this game, it's faster paced. And I think a lot of people are going to like that a lot about Death Stranding 2. You know, I think a lot of people are really going to appreciate this facet of Death Stranding 2 that they kind of missed in the first one that made them kind of drop off. Normally, it's kind of a negative quality to have faster pacing. You're not really able to really savor a lot of what's going on. But this game doesn't have that problem. You know, it speeds things up a lot. A great example of some of the stuff that you're introduced to a lot faster that makes it more enjoyable, I would say, even though I love both games. But I think what makes it very enjoyable to a lot of people who may have dropped off from the first game is a lot of the action gameplay, right? So kind of like how we mentioned that the first game had people kind of dropping off because it was something really weird and different and didn't have that Metal Gear energy. This game, I think the beauty of it is it retains the identity of Death Stranding 1, right? Of delivering packages, connecting society, but it like ramps up the action, right? It infuses way more action elements and way more, once again, streamlining into the whole gameplay loop. You're able to more easily segue into combat scenarios with like things you can do more easily with the weapon wheel, you know, being able to offload cargo a lot more easily just by holding triangle and then getting your weapons out and going to town. And then having all these tools at your disposal in this amazing sandbox to deal with the threats. And in a day and night cycle too, which is amazing. You have a lot of options, kind of like in Metal Gear. You can go full stealth with more options now. You don't just have the strand, but you have like the snipers and throw Dollman up for reconnaissance. You can go like full auto, full loud, with a bunch of different weapons at your disposal. Some familiar, some brand spanking new and fucking amazing too. Like some of the new grenade launchers and the freaking floating turret machine gun thing, the goddamn guitar that you can shred. It's amazing, the arsenal of gizmos and gadgets and structures you now have. It's great. And again, the Metal Gear energy is off the frickin' charts, not just in terms of like the literal gameplay mechanics. Like a great example that comes to the top of my mind is reflex mode from MGS5. They straight up grabbed reflex mode. Now when the enemies spot you, time slows down and you have an opportunity to deal with the enemy who spotted you before, you know, he alerts the rest of the guards. Stuff like that. And then, you know, of course, the thematic stuff, the dialogue, you know, Moby Dick being back and being brought up a whole bunch. Lots of like catchphrases and taglines from the Metal Gear games. Kept you waiting, huh? Literally, I couldn't believe that, man, when Higgs said that at the very end, during the final boss fight against him.
It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tower. Something akin to a phantom pain.
Say it again. The Phantom Pain line by Tarman. So much comical stuff here. So many comical kind of callbacks from Kojima to the Metal Gear series that was his baby, right? And I love that about Kojima and his team. I think one of the things that I really do admire and appreciate about the Death Stranding series, these two games, is their balance of, you know, humor with darker themes and darker scenarios. Right, the balance of light and dark is very nicely handled here. You have these really, you know, delicate, hard-hitting moments, kind of juxtaposed with a lot of like comic relief from time to time. You know, like Fragile and Tomorrow, for example, having a really poignant conversation about her powers and, you know, trying to make sure apples don't get overripe and ruined and all that kind of stuff, and getting all philosophical about death not being the end, all that. And then Sam swooping in and being like, death is not the end. And he just walks off whistling, you know, raindrops keep falling on my head or something like that. It's so good the way humor is interspersed throughout these games. How you're just fully engrossed, you're at the edge of your seat in one moment, you know, getting absorbed by these really compelling scenarios at hand, really emotional, hard-hitting scenarios at hand, and then the next you're just sent, man. Something comes from the left field and you're laughing your ass off, but then immediately after that, the best part is you're back to thinking about that really emotional thing you just got to witness, or that really powerful exchange between two characters you got to witness. It's brilliant, and it literally led to me creating a metric surplus of clips, right? Like 30 to frickin' or 20 to 30 frickin' stream markers back to back in all these streams that we've done, man. Every like 5 minutes, at least every 5 minutes, man, there is always something clip worthy that happens, be it with something funny or goofy that happens in the gameplay, me being a klutz, or you know, some amazing story moment that just, you know, elicits me just laughing my ass off, or just having a great time overall. That final fight against Higgs where you're both shredding on the guitar and just beaming each other down, and they brought back that fighting game energy from the beach in the first game during your final boss battle against him in that one. Oh, that was so sick, right? That was so good. I love it. Just everything from the first game that you might have missed, short of like some of the charming private room moments, which admittedly this game kind of like hones in on a little bit when you get to the Magellan. There's some cute things you can do with the reading, talking to Dollman and stuff, seeing his cutscene, which is a whole spectacle too. Absolute cinema. Every major aspect of the first game's story and its music that you might have been missing out on, or I'm sorry, just missing, is back here in some way, especially towards the end, right? Just when you think that, oh, you know, you're probably not going to see that little thing from Death Stranding 1, and that's okay, because that's another thing that might give it its own unique identity. They bring it back, right? So many times that is something I felt while playing this game, right? A great example is when we were fighting Higgs, the first phase of the final boss fight, and I was like, oh man, you know, remember the like one-on-one fighting game energy the first game tapped into, and you have that like little moment with him there where you're literally slugging it out with him and it turns into a fighting game, and that's the final boss fight for the first one against Higgs. I love that. I didn't even say I missed it. I was like, I love that. And they brought it back. I literally manifested that, and we started whacking each other with guitars, and Sam started cussing him out the same way you did in the first one. And then one last delivery, Lou. The final delivery with Lou in Death Stranding 1, you're taking her to the incinerator, and it starts playing BB's theme. They bring back a moment like that towards the end here. You find yourself back at the start of Death Stranding 2. It's all snowed in, though, and you start hearing BB's theme on the way back to your shelter. Characters are such a good example, man. The way Die Hardman shows up again, and at that point, we were suspecting that Charlie was Die Hardman all along, and it became a little clearer and clearer and clearer. And then, like, the way he reveals himself in this, like, crazy dance sequence of BB's theme was so amazing, man. And that's such a great example of, once again, the straddling the line between humor and like dark, serious moments. Like the president is telling us about all this like AI shit going on, and how he's like how they're all controlling together the way society's gonna play out. And he shows up and he shuts that shit down. All these like these things from the first game that we knew and loved, everything ultimately comes back, and it becomes more and more recognizable as that first experience you loved so much. Every beat in this game is magical, right? I don't think I have ever played a game before where pure gameplay that is very interactive, hands-on. It's like a legit video game. It's open world. It's a big sandbox. There's a lot going on. You know, you're playing a video game. It's just so seamlessly blended in with cinematic flair. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many, like even the beginning of the game where you can like pan the camera out, you can go to that aerial view, which we missed out on because I was kind of a klutz messing around with my settings trying to get in the performance mode, and I went down the wrong way instead of going, you know, at the highest possible point I could towards the shelter. The many opportunities you get to make things as cinematic as possible are wonderful. And photo mode is a great example. The photo mode in this game is out of this frickin' world. It's as good as the first. It's identical to the first, just with more settings. The first game was the first game I ever played where I interfaced with photo mode a whole bunch. And Death Stranding 2, I'm happy to say that while I didn't go as ham as with Death Stranding 1, because photo mode was introduced in the PC release, which, you know, again, I played that in the summer of 2020 when I was off stream. That playthrough was when I really went to town, because I wasn't streaming it, so I didn't have to worry about keeping people waiting. If I had hypothetically played this game off stream, every 3 seconds, I would probably be just spamming photo mode, stop in the game, because every single still while you play this game is just so wallpaper worthy, right? This really does feel like the first PS5 game to me. I've said that before. I know this may sound a little bit weird. And what I mean by that is this truly does feel like the first next-gen game, even though now we're current-gen, because next-gen has been around for the past 5 years now. Time really does fly. This game, it's crazy how much it pushes the technical limits of a PS5. Right, like, it blew my mind. Seriously, the fact that this game ran as well as it did on a base PlayStation 5, the fact that it looked as good as it did on performance mode on a base PS5, I think we were running at like a stable 1440p 60 FPS the whole time, is mind-blowing, genuinely. It just, again, speaks to how good the Decima engine is and how it's literal witchcraft, right? I know it's proprietary, but I really wish it was available to more developers, and that, you know, the talk around town wasn't Unreal Engine 5 and all its bells and whistles with nanites and lumens and marmites and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, a lot of developers clearly don't know how to like tinker around with and optimize well with their games, and that just leads to a lot of like stutter fests and everything. I miss just being able to get a solid, good old-fashioned game that is able to just be in the same vein as this, where, you know, they work with the limits they have, like the PS5 here, but they try to squeeze as much as they can out of it as effectively as they can, as opposed to kind of trying to like chase and be overly ambitious for a lot of bells and whistles that may not necessarily help the experience and may serve to more effectively hamper it. And it dawned on me that Kojima has literally always been about that, right? He's always been about trying to push the current generation of console hardware at hand as far as he can. I was watching Slip in our community a couple days ago playing some Metal Gear Solid 3, and I was like, shit, and it's like, I don't think it had been altered in any way or anything. I was like, this game actually still looks really good for a 2004 game. So I was like, imagine witnessing this back in 2004. I was never big into Metal Gear Solid way back in the day. I only ever really played the 5th one, and it's still my favorite stealth game ever. I still gotta go do a marathon of the older Metal Gears. I would love to, especially now that I'm so familiar now with Kojima's work. And I saw playthroughs and stuff of the Metal Gear games back in the day, but never played them. But that's neither here nor there. I saw him playing some of that game, and I was like, yeah, I think that's just always been Kojima's shtick, is he has always taken the console hardware of the time and has gone, how can I use everything it has to offer to make the best game I can? Right, like, great example is Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1, where you gotta like beat Psycho Mantis and you gotta like remove the memory card, the controller from one slot and put it into the other slot. You gotta like mess around with the hardware itself to like take him down. So many cool little like gimmicks like that, besides obviously like the visual aspect. Just using the hardware in general to its fullest to be able to create the most immersive possible experience you can on that hardware. The equivalent of that, the whole controller swapping thing for this game, would be haptic feedback on the DualSense, right? Rocking BB, the resistance of the triggers when you're, you know, trying to hold onto your shoulders carrying the cargo, all that kind of stuff. Anything else I haven't covered? Talk about the graphics, the music. There's just so much. My mind is just racing. It really is. I want to talk a little bit about the story. I think that the storytelling in this game, first and foremost, is superb. It's fucking amazing. The first game, I will admit, had a couple of problems with its storytelling. I think the story was fantastic. The storytelling had a couple of weird spots here and there. I loved the characters, the scenarios, the way it sets up the world, introduces you to it. Low roars, don't be so serious, playing in the opening, and how this game kind of harkened back with a similar kind of opening of beautiful vistas, right? In Mexico, playing -61 by Woodkid. Kojima, just, he knows his music, man. His music choice fucks. It's great. I love the way everything was presented, but I felt like a lot of the story moments relied heavily on exposition, right? A lot of the moments in the narrative that had to do with characters going places, characters growing, plot elements getting revealed to the player were kind of situated in very samey locations. You were always like either in a private room or a facility. Like there wasn't really, and even in this game, granted, yes, you are kind of in those kind of locations. You're on a Magellan most of the time, and you know, you're finding out things here and there, but the cutscenes are a lot more eventful, right? There are amazing things that happen in the cutscenes in the first game, right? But I think that really high octane intensity that the first kind of opening act of game 1 had, of like, you know, Igor and Sam, and then the BT showing up and then destroying fucking everything and the void out happening, that's kind of missing for like about half the game that follows, and then it kind of comes back at the end. Overall, all this is to say, and is to harken back to what I was saying about how it's much more of a slow burn. And again, not a bad thing, because the game has wonderful characters, but the way those characters are like built and developed, they happen in ways that aren't particularly electrifying or riveting. This game does not have that problem. It's amazing. Even though, yes, once again, you largely are in the same locations when major events happen and stuff, things really get spiced up. And you're really kind of not either just in the same locations. Or, you know, maybe you're off in the desert somewhere and you're getting to witness this awesome fucking samurai battle between Higgs and the samurai who turned out to be Dead Man, which is an amazing twist, by the way. Or, you know, like, especially the final act of this game when you go to the beach, and then there's this massive battle between Magellan Man, who Dead Man integrates to, with the other giant BT. The flashbacks with Neil, and how they're so eventful and just really harrowing. Kind of like the cliff moments from the first Death Stranding, but once again, way more varied and spiced up, and you feel like you kind of get to experience more unique angles to the plot lines. All of that I really do appreciate. And it's nice that Sam had way more lines of dialogue too in this game. He was a lot more expressive, and it makes sense that he didn't really in the first one, because he was kind of really cut off. He was very numb. He was a freelance porter. It was basically, in a way, kind of the hero's journey, where he's reluctant at the start of the game, but then he's like called to action, and he kind of gets this opportunity to not just connect society, but connect himself again with other people, and through the character who turned out to be his daughter the entire time. Again, I can't get over that. It's such a good twist. The BB given to him, it hits so different in hindsight. The baby who, you know, originally assumed was his second shot at getting to connect with a child who, you know, he was gonna have his own child, and then she died, presumably. It turned out that was that child. I love it, man. I can't get over that twist. Yeah, the journey he goes on is incredible. And seeing where he's at in this game and how he progresses even further, the man cannot catch a break, by the way, once again, is really sad how many gut punches that we take when we witness the literal punches he takes, both emotional and physical. It's amazing to see how his character kind of evolves over the course of this game too, and just goes through so many shocking truths and harrowing revelations. But then at the end of the day, at the end of it all, there's that beautiful ray of sunshine, that tiny sliver of sunshine that turns out to be a really bright one. My daughter was with me the whole time, and she's my Louise. I love that. You know, I'm glad that Sam got the ending that he got. I'm so happy with this game's ending. And again, with the story and its storytelling in this one. It's wonderful. And it's so cool that this game kind of delves into some very vague history in the first Death Stranding, because the first one's more about who Sam is and who his father is and what his origin is, right? This game is about the truths behind Sam's relationships, right? It goes into the mystery of what really happened with his wife, you know, and I think it's really cool how Kojima decided to flesh a plotline out of that, but he did so in a way that, if you go back and play the first game, and this is the best kind of storytelling there is, it feels like it was planned from the very start. Right? It's not going to feel jarring or harrowing like, you know, oh, I'm playing the first game again. It's clear they didn't plan this out, which, I mean, they probably didn't, to be fair. Or maybe they did, who knows. Likely they didn't, but it'll never feel like that. I'll give you guys a great example. If you go back and play Red Dead Redemption 1, after Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a prequel to the first game, the second game is written so well with respect to the first game that you never really question when you play from the perspective of John, you know, why he doesn't talk about Arthur. Shit, it feels like everything was planned out from the get-go, and this is one of those stories. It just makes for such an incredible duology, and it's so good at setting up mysteries and being suspenseful and having you at the edge of your seat and wanting to know more about what's happening and get more answers, right? From the very get-go, like who Tomorrow is, what's going on with Neil and Lucy, what's going on with BB, what the heck is up with like Sam's hallucinations of her. There's so many questions you ask, and it's so fun to look forward to the answers. Way more so once again than the first game, because the first game doesn't really set up a whole lot of mysteries. It's really just, what is the Death Stranding, why is it happening, and who's Cliff? That's kind of about it. This game, oh boy, it just hooks you in and doesn't let you go. And there were so many times that I wanted to do things out to the side, the ancillary deliveries, because I've always been hooked on just delivering packages and seeing the stars go up, where I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to go off the main story path and do all this side stuff, because I just had to know more. And what a journey it turned out to be. So at the end of the day, guys, my verdict for Death Stranding 2 on the beach is a solid 10 out of 10. I cannot recommend this game enough. No game is perfect. I can acknowledge that. If I kind of look at this game a little bit more critically, I still would give it a 10, because it does fix up the genuine issues I had with the first one that made me give it an 8 or a 9, which largely had to do with the menuing. I think everything gameplay-wise has been expanded upon in this game, polished, and presented in a way that makes so much of it more fun than ever. Like, first game, you can load up cargo into the cargo catapults. In the second game, you load freaking Sam up into the cargo catapults and send him flying. Like, things like that. I was kind of worried that Death Stranding Director's Cut and its features wouldn't be present here. There are some that aren't, like the Roadster and stuff like that, but the main big bulk of things, like these structures like cargo catapult, jump ramps, are all here and they're way cooler. Triple jumping, launching Sam as cargo, amazing stuff. In some subtle tiny ways and some not so subtle not so tiny ways and bigger ways, this game really expands upon elements of the first. And I love that. You know, it doesn't try anything too massively different and too radically different. It still feels like more of the first game, but it's bigger, and I don't want to say better, right? But it does really feel better in a lot of ways. Because ultimately, I do really want to emphasize, you can go back to the first game and enjoy the first game. And that's beautiful, man. That is fucking beautiful. At the end of the day, having a duology of games where you can still appreciate the one that came before, I think is tremendous. But yeah, for a more critical look at this, I would still give it a 10. The only little critiques I would have are some things that you're pretty much inevitably going to get used to. The controls, for example. I know a lot of people have, myself included, had a lot of trouble with the controls. I don't know why they switched up the control scheme. Very weird to me, right? Like, why did we have to switch punching from square to circle in this game? Why do we have to swap around a lot of the binds? It didn't make a lot of sense to me why they did that. It felt like they just did it for the sake of doing it. And I've seen that some people had issues with how you have to like hold down buttons a whole bunch to get things done. Completely fair. I get it. I don't really understand it myself why they changed up a lot of the binds, considering you don't really do anything too new in terms of core gameplay and controls as Sam. Other than that though, if I really want to be nitpicky, and this might actually help you out, so it's worth bringing up, the weird audio bug right now. I'm sure they're going to patch it out, and when the PC version comes out, of course, obviously it's not going to be a thing whatsoever. It's just a weird little thing with version 1.05, I think it is, of this game right now. Two things I can recommend. Number one, from what I've seen, disable 3D audio in your PS5 settings. Well, once again, show you guys how to do that right now. Go to sound, disable 3D audio. There's that. Second way of fixing it. unplug your PS5 for a couple minutes, plug it back in, the power, and hold the power button for 7 seconds, boot it into safe mode, and then rebuild the storage. I think that actually fixed it for me. That's what I did before the stream today. Grand total of 0 audio hiccups. I just now realized it. We actually didn't have a single audio dropout. So, bit of a weird fix, but seems to be the fix nonetheless. This is not at all something I'm factoring in to my overall review of the game. I just thought I'd put it out there because it's just something so tiny and innocuous in the grand scheme of things, and it's going to be ironed out anyway, but just worth pointing it out because I didn't notice it, right? I do want to notice or point out the things I did notice that maybe tiny blemishes here and there, because yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect game, but since we're in the realm of optimization, all things considered, more games need to do what this game did, which they're probably not going to, because let's be real. Koji Pro is Koji Pro. They're the pros, man. They're on a whole other level. There's a reason Kojima has garnered so much respect in the industry. It's not just because of his weird, wacky imagination that he executes in so many brilliant ways, like with Death Stranding and, you know, a lot of the Metal Gear games, if not all of them, that he was responsible for. But also because, again, this man is insanely dedicated to the technical craft as well of ensuring an insanely polished product that utilizes the hardware to its fullest. Anyways, beautiful game. I'll carry this with me forever. Much like the ending to the first Death Stranding, this game really touched my soul, and I was overwhelmed. I was tearing up. I may not have been bawling like in the first game because, man, the father-son stuff between Cliff and Sam and him realizing who his father was, that got to me. And I didn't think of it this way until now. Death Stranding 1 was about a man discovering who his father was. Death Stranding 2, story about a man discovering who his daughter was. Beautiful games. I can't wait to see what comes of this IP in the future beyond the movie. I would absolutely love to return to this world if Kojima is behind it in any way, or some of his proteges, or, you know, close colleagues. I would love to return to a potential sequel in the future, but I absolutely understand that it may not be happening for a while, if at all. I know Kojima's going to be working on OD and Physant. Physant is the stealth espionage game that I think a lot of people were hoping Death Stranding 1 would be. And then there's OD as well. That's the one I'm more excited for. We know nothing about that game. We just saw that cinematic trailer with the close-up of the characters' faces. It's a horror game. It seems really interesting, and he's working on it with Jordan Peele, which is really, really cool because Jordan Peele is a goat. He makes amazing horror stuff, you know, Get Out, Up, Nope. They're working on a game together. That's so cool. It's Kojima. Anything can happen, man. It's Kojima's world, and we're just living in it. But yes, highly recommend this one, guys. At the end of the day, please, if you can, no, you should. Okay, not if you can, you should. If you have any interest in Death Stranding 2, you've been seeing all the really good reviews, and seeing people raving about this game, don't just jump into this game and see the recap. You're going to be really confused, and I don't think you'll appreciate the game as much. Please do your best to work through the first game. I promise you, it's not a night and day difference between this game and the first one. Right? The first game is also incredible and beautiful and amazing, and I promise if you're excited for this one, you're going to at some point love the first game, and it is worth going through it for the story, to understand the world, to get familiar with the mechanics, right? To kind of like get your foot in the door with this crazy, unique, wacky, original idea. And then from there, go into the second one, right? Please, 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 please do not assume this is the kind of game series where it's like, oh, you can kind of just jump in wherever, you know? It's not really like that. I know that's kind of a bummer, I get it. But no, Death Stranding is not that. You're going to be so lost in every which way possible if you don't play the first one before this. So can't recommend both of them enough. That's my spiel. Beautiful games. GG's. Keep on keeping on. We made it.
Sam, it's Charlie. Just kidding. It's Die Hardman.
I love Die Hardman too, dude. I'm so glad he came back.
The whole of Australia is now connected. But I'm sure you still have a few things left to do all the same. We're happy to offer you our continued support, just like before. From here on out, though, you call the shots. You're free to go wherever you choose.
There he says, do as you please on the top left. Hey Sam, things seem to have calmed down, so I'm going to have my baby checked out of the F8 medical facility. Samara said she'd come with me, so I'll be borrowing her for a while. Enjoy your rest, Sam. Oh, okay. So they're basically kind of gone in the post game. That's how they explain that.
It goes without saying that I too will continue to support you, Sam. Here's to many more exciting adventures.
Oh yeah. So this is it. Yeah, finish the game. Finish the main story. You know, so much left to do still. We're definitely gonna platinum the game. We're definitely platinuming it. That's a given, right? Now we can get back to doing everything we haven't and essentially approach this kind of like we did with our very recent director's cut playthrough, where we're just going to go full send on 5-starring everyone. Got lots of facilities to 5-star. Gonna take us a minute, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. That's when we're officially gonna roll our own unofficial credits on this game. But for now, we roll the official credits, and yeah, what a story. I'm sad it's over. I get why there are a lot of people out there who try to finish side content before rolling the credits, because when you roll the credits, you feel that emptiness. You feel really empty. But no, I will be back soon. Yeah, we gotta like 100% everything. Gotta see everything that's there. All the side stuff. All the secret stuff. All the tools and stuff we haven't gotten yet. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it for joining me on this journey, to those of you who did. That first stream was magical. Just seeing so many people tune in and support my love for something that means a lot to me. Almost everyone I met over the years from streaming, I shit you not, were in that first stream. And I'll never forget that. So thank you guys so much for it. This journey has been amazing. Not just the journey of Death Stranding 2, but the journey getting here over the years with content creation. It started with Death Stranding 1. Death Stranding has just always been the conduit through which we hit a lot of milestones, like I've been saying. I couldn't ask for like a better game to have experienced all these amazing things that have happened on our journey. So I couldn't have, you know, asked for a cooler group of people too. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, once again, this playthrough was dedicated to my good friend 2's, who without him, I never would have been here, never would have been streaming, none of that. I'll never forget mentioning how excited I was for the first Death Stranding back in 2019 when it was about to come out, and he went, stream it, and I streamed it, and the rest is history. So keep on keeping on.